So basically when she quit, shortly after I got promoted to supervisor, which was a surprise to me. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually doing good at my job where they want to promote me. So I got promoted and I was like, okay, maybe now I could get serious and just, see how far I could take this position in this career. That lasted all but a few months because I worked really hard and they told me we're going to give you a raise and we're going to continue to help you grow and all that stuff. So everything was like verbal communication and promises, but nothing ever actually took place. So I was working more. I wasn't getting paid. It was always, wait, I'm just waiting for an email from the CFO to approve it. And that just went on for months and months and months. And there was a manager that they brought on from outside who had no idea how to like do our job in order to be able to manage it. So she kind of made my life a little bit difficult. And she was one of those people that we would verbally agree to something. And then in an email with our boss on it, she would say something totally different and throw me under the bus. So long story short, I got one of those emails one morning and I remember I got to my desk, I sat down, clicked the computer, I opened it and I read this email. And when you have a moment where the switch just flips, I wasn't even mad. Like I was so calm. I imagined like this orchestra playing in the background, like Titanic, as I packed my desk, So I was just like, read the email, I'm done. Packed my desk, and what was really beautiful about that moment was everybody was packing their desks because we were relocating cubicles. So none of it.
You were packing.
Nobody knew. No, it wasn't suspicious to anybody. So I'm really happily packing my desk. I called my husband. I was like, I just need you to tell me I can quit this job. Aww. So I was like, I'm ready to go. I just need you to back me on this. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but just I know it's not this. Yeah. So he's like, he worked close by. So we met up for lunch, discussed it. He's like, yeah, go for it. So I took an extra long lunch that day, marched my butt to HR. And I was like, I would like to be processed out. Like, I want this to be my last day. And I left. I had no idea what I was going to do next. I wasn't even thinking about personal training.
Honestly, that's hard. Like, it's like people like not having any plans and just taking that step. That takes a lot. Yeah. How did you know like that's what you needed to do? Was it just like an intuition?
It was like that moment. A switch just flipped. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know this isn't it. So I could leave this conscious clear. And I'll figure out what's to come later or, immediately. Because I was like, I need to find another job ASAP.
I need money.
Yeah.
Who's going to pay my bills?
So that's basically how it happened. Like, Ani left and I had no more purpose at that job. I tried to find purpose, but it wasn't for me. So, yeah, I think long story short, I just knew I didn't want to do that.
Wow. And so that's when you decided to kind of figure out, okay, now what do I want to do, right?
Yeah. I kind of went into a panic because I had never not worked. Even though I was never business minded, I was always a hard worker. I was working ever since I was 15. This is the first time I'm without a job. I'm 25, 26 years old. And I'm not used to this, like being idle. Either I wasn't going to school and I wasn't working. I'm like, what do I do? And it was very unfamiliar. And also I had pressure. Like my mom was like, what are you going to do?
Oh
you need to get a job. And they're like, oh, she's married. She doesn't have kids. She's not going to school. She's not working. What is she doing with her life? So there's like immediately pressure coming from all sides. I was like, can I just get a minute to figure myself out?
Well, honestly, props to you for doing that because sometimes it's hard, to even just take that leap of faith to be like, okay, I need a break. Like I need a pause and I need to figure this out.
Yeah, for sure.